Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Perk Show. Austin Perkins is in the house. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm great, man. Feeling good. Got done training today. Got some food in me. Actually ate some good food and not just, something random. I'm feeling good, baby. That body's feeling great. I'm ready for this last little push into Sheffield, bro. We're on the last block now. Let's get it. Arr.
Yeah, and I seen you did some pretty crazy stuff on your last block. You were like
Man.
repping. Didn't you squatted 320 for a triple and 310 for a triple, right?
hmm
The
hmm
320 triple is madness, bro.
Oh no, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it felt good too, bro. Like it was like I definitely had more in the tank. We're just chilling. Like we're trying to like last year Sheffield, I ended up hurting my back a little bit and it was a little like strain, I think, going into
Mhm.
it because we were pushing so hard, especially on deadlift. Because that's when
Yeah.
I failed. I failed the 350 going in the Sheffield. And then I had squatted something big too, and so my back was just messed up going into the last block. And
Mhm.
then the last block, I squatted the 320 for a double going into Sheffield like the week before Sheffield, and that just like killed my back, bro. Like it was so
Yeah.
bad. I tried to deadlift the next day, couldn't even hit my opener because I usually take my
Oh.
opener the week before Sheffield, but week before competition, and I couldn't
Mhm.
even pull that off of the ground, dude. Like I was like down bad. Like I was heating. My wife was cupping me, putting heat on like literally every day leading into Sheffield, and I finally got my back to like I want to say like 80%, but then I squatted, and then at Sheffield, back was on shot. So now we're in a good spot where if we got past the hard block, well, two hard blocks, because I had like that last block was like a 313. Crazy. That was 320 on deadlift for triple. Didn't know how I got that, but it was good. And yeah, it's just everything's going together very well right now. So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, that was a crazy block. The 320, 320, and then what did you benched like 220? I know it was like more like touch and go, you were
Yeah,
saying.
the 220 was my secondary day and I just shot for it. But the I paused 216 like decent pause. I definitely think that it wasn't super comp standard. I think if it was a PA meet, so a nationals meet, it probably would have like been that good of a command, but I think at Worlds or Sheffield it definitely would have been longer. So I want to say I hit the 216. It was a pause, but I wouldn't say it was strict enough. So
Man, but in 1 week you did 216 and 220 on bench. Madness. That's really freaky because a lot of people that can do it in the weight class, I mean, it's probably the 83s really. It's Taylor and Joe, and they're doing
yeah.
it like at the comp. If you're hitting it twice in a week, it's looking good.
Yeah, it's moving really good. The only other person that's like doing that is Chunchi Fan, he has
Mm.
the bench world record, which is 215.5, I'm pretty sure is what it is. Um, so that's what we're shooting for Sheffield, dude, is that 215.5 or 216, whichever the record is.
Anime. And that's I heard you're on another podcast talking about how you're really happy with the bench progress because you're more like a stuck at the 200 mark or even just below, right?
Yeah, I was at 200 for a while. Let me see. How long was I at 200? 200, 200, 200. Jesus. 200, 200. Jesus. Since 2023, I've been benching 200. I hit 195 like in like early 2023, 2022 sort of kind of, but like for like a stretch it was just 200, 200, 200, and I like missed 205 at Sheffield, which was crazy because it was only a 5 kilo jump as well. So it's like it just plagued me, and I don't know. I give all the credit to Joe on this, bro. He finally cracked like what I needed on bench and it's been working. I think like now uh all of my lifts like going into like preps and stuff like that are gonna stay the same instead of changing anything. Everything's like perfect because we haven't changed squat programming since 2022. So it's been 3 years. We've just been running the same
Wow.
thing over
It
and
just
over.
works.
Yeah, and then we just figured out deadlift um leading into advances, and now we're running it again and it feels amazing once again. And then now where I think bench is like it's clicked. Same thing for like advances. Going into advances, we figured it out. So it's like, bro, everything we're firing on all cylinders. I feel better than I felt whenever I hit 851. So like
Mhm.
I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Based off that last training block too, you can tell. And that was with two triples.
Hmm.
Ridiculous. What I was going to ask is going into Sheffield last time where you hurt your back, you, I believe, because I think you told me when you had done the 350 and you missed, I think we had talked about it. I think you typically do your squat and then the day after is your big deadlift. Is that correct?
Yeah, and always tanks me. That's something we changed as well too. So like it's basically like I still do the exact same thing, but it's a RPE higher or less on one or the other. So instead of going
Oh,
like,
okay.
so if I go RP 7 on squat, it's like RP 8 on deadlift, or it's reverse, like it's RP 8 and RP 7. So it's just like however we feel, we go about it that way. Just to stagger it so I won't have all of that pressure because it's super hard. It's definitely easier to hit a heavy SBD day rather than going in one day and like, all right, I'm going to squat something heavy, and then you have to go home, go to sleep, and your body's sore from that squat. Then you have to go in the next day and still bench and deadlift. Like I didn't realize how bad that was until, and then I told Joe, like, I think this is the reason. And then he fixed it, and now we're feeling like a lot better. So that was like, it's super tough, dude, doing something like that. It's definitely easier just to go in and have like a big day and then have a day off after.
Oh, I agree 100%. I actually changed my programming recently from having like my squat day or even an SBD to putting my deadlifts, my heavier deadlift before the squat in the week
Hmm.
because I feel like the deadlift, once I squat something heavy, it's not nearly as heavy as like your 330s and stuff, but it's getting up there. And
Bro, yeah.
as an 83, I feel like, 300, 310 is a lot to squat and then go into deadlift. And you're doing like 320 for a triple at 74. So I can't imagine how your body feels.
Bro, yeah. Anything, honestly, anything over like 290 is like heavy. Like
Mhm.
it's just a perseverance thing, I think, at that point when it comes to like how much I can push on squat. Cause like I'll go in and I'll hit 270, 275, and that's usually like my indicator if things feel good or not. And then like depending on what the top set is, like I usually go like 290 or I'll jump to like 300. That stuff's heavy, bro. Like it might look not heavy, but I'm like what I think I squatted 310 last week, and it didn't look when I watched it, it didn't look hard at all. But like I was like, damn, that was kind of like it made me try. I wouldn't say it was hard, but like it definitely I had to like actually work for it. And I
Mhm.
don't, and I always have to work for my squats in training. Meet days when I feel like everything just clicks and I don't have to like push anything. I haven't felt like I had to push a squat in comp or felt like a squat was heavy in comp since for a while. Like, cause we really save on meet day. Meet day, we don't go like top end on squat. We try to save it for deadlift. So like I always know I'll have at least like 5 kilos in the tank minimum after
Mm.
a squat. So it's kind of like I'm more prepared and like I hit heavy doubles like going into competition. I don't hit singles ever. I don't hit singles in training ever. So like it's easier meet day to just go in and be like, oh, I only have a single today. Like it's great.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting that you do that, but I know it's like been working for 3 years, just no singles.
Mhm.
And hey, your squat is, I think, pound for pound, one of the best, or if not the best squat.
Yeah, it's really getting better. It's crazy that people think like I was just stagnant. Even whenever like I said, I was hurt going into Sheffield and feeling bad, I still hit over the world record and hit 323.
Mhm.
Just because I don't use that much back whenever I squat. Like I am good at keeping upright, and so like I don't crunch over either in the hole or when I'm coming up. Um, but that day, like I did start to fold a little bit, and I still got it. People were telling me like after they were like, "Bro, that squat was so good, it was so easy." That was like, I was like, that almost killed me to be honest. But I mean, if you say so.
Yeah. When you're
Yeah, like.
super efficient like that, like you're a very upright squatter, once you do
Mhm.
kind of get bent forward, that's where you can kind of be like, okay, it's either going to go up or it's just going to, it's going to get you because you're compromised now. You're not used to fighting in that position.
Mhm.
So your squat world record's 323. So I guess you're just looking to chip that, or you think you're going big at the Sheffield?
Oh, bro, we have to go big. I don't know what we're gonna squat, honestly, but we have to go big because the goal is 900, and that's like I gotta squat something crazy for to total 900. I gotta squat something crazy, I gotta bench something crazy, and I gotta deadlift something crazy. So Like I'm firing on all cylinders. I said this I think on KOTL, but like I want to PR every competition next year. 2026, every comp I go to, I want to PR. I'm not trying to like hold back or anything, dude. I'm like it's full steam ahead.
Yeah. I mean, so if you're gonna hit 900 at the Sheffield, right, then that means you're looking to push into the nines. And so, like you were saying before we started, like you're looking at those 83 totals.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I'm going towards only thing is on my mind is the 83. So Joe's world record total, he's hit over 900 in the States, but he hasn't hit it overseas yet. So like my goal is that and to show that I am far beyond what anyone thinks because I feel like a lot of people thought that 850 was like the ceiling, especially since after that I hadn't been progressing. But I think after that, people have to realize like I went to nationals, and nationals is super close to worlds for the US. It's only a three week turnaround. So going into PA, I couldn't hit anything too big. So we went in and just hit what we needed to hit. We went to worlds, and we don't want that to super affect Sheffield. And so we went in and we took whatever we needed to win, which it still was over the world record. So I still I still hit it
Yeah.
and it was more than what I hit at PA Nats as well. So I still was a PR in the federation. Then I go to Sheffield and I still PR'd again on that. I think I boosted it by like 10 kilos or something like that. Let's see. Almost 10. So like five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Yeah, seven, something like that. 7 kilos. And then I went to Worlds the next year and I basically just hit the exact same thing. But I just
Yeah.
didn't want to. I was in such a groove. We didn't want to mess up that groove and keep building because we wanted 900 at Sheffield. That was a goal even before Worlds this year. So we just wanted to make sure we were still building. We didn't want to. When I got home, too, I just got straight back to training as well. Like I didn't take any time off. Same thing for advances. And then we went to advances and there was no world records to be set. I know people wanted to see me hit a big number as well. So I went out there and I performed and showed I can still hit over 850, which was super easy. I definitely say it was RP 7 to 8 day. Definitely had 10 to 20 more kilos on whatever you want to put it on. So
Mhm.
it's just time to build, man. Time to build.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely haven't been plateaued. I think people maybe just from an outside perspective, they don't understand what it feels like
Yeah.
to shift all those weights. And they also don't realize like going into the Sheffield, if you have now put all of like those big totals on the IPF stages like aside, just kind of chipping, now you have potential to win like whatever. What is the prize pool this year?
It's the same as last year, but I don't know. Let me look. I actually want to know what it is. Sheffield SBD. Ah, it is for first place. It is 25,000 pounds,
Okay. And that,
which
yeah, that'll come over pretty good.
yeah, and then 5,000 pounds for each record squat, bench, deadlift in total. So,
Wow.
and I'm
Man,
pretty
that's
sure
really good.
I'm pretty sure no one's broken every record as well. Um, so that'll be the first. I'll be the first to do that, and I think I definitely can do it for squat. I'll have to try for bench, which I really still think I can because I've hit 216 in training twice, and I hit 220 for a touch and go.
Mhm.
And then the deadlift is 342 and a half. And I just
Oh,
pulled 335. So I'm pretty sure I definitely I would have jumped 10 kilos after that,
yeah.
at least. So I have that. So I
Mhm.
I think it's definitely doing. And of course that would go over the total. So that would give me that. So I think we're breaking every record. At first, I was like hesitant a little bit about the bench world record, but after benching 208 at advances, I definitely think I can put 8 more kilos on that. I definitely would
Mhm.
have, Joe would have let me jump 10 more kilos. So it would have been 218, but just to play it safe and travel and all that stuff, I definitely think that 216 is there.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think I was watching a 207. Was that the last heavy bench you did in like your recent post, right? And that was
Yeah.
there. So,
Yeah.
do you sit heavy right now? Are you a little over the weight class or
I mean, I'm a little over. I'm like, if I'm if I'm tracking and I'm not eating whatever I want, I don't eat a donut, I'm probably like 76, like low
okay.
76. So it's like not even anything. I didn't even cut going into advances. Like I didn't cut it all. Like I don't know, I just lose weight whenever I get closer to comp. I think it's because Joe said we pull accessories and we pull like a lot of the intensity back the week of, and I just lose weight. And then also whenever we travel overseas too, I just drop weight crazy as well. So like honestly, I don't think I'll even cut. But like by the time we get to week of Sheffield, when I hit my heaviest lifts of that block, I'll be around like 75, 76, which really doesn't make that 1 or 2 kilos doesn't make a difference really cutting wise. If I was sitting like 78, 79, then maybe like the bench would tank the slightest,
Mhm.
but everything else would stay the same though, even if I weighed that much.
Yeah. I remember you were always very light. Like for a while, you were sitting like way under, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for the longest I was sitting under, but like now I'm finally like I contributed, my wife forced me to eat whenever we started dating and stuff like that. So now I actually eat food. So now I'm eating more. I just don't track at all. I just make sure that I'm not like overloading on carbs or like because I'll do like bro, I'll go out and I'll just like 2 or 3 donuts, freaking we'll eat like burgers, I'll get like 2 double cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a Coke, and I'll drink that. And I'll just eat whatever, dude. So as long as I'm not like eating fast food and I'm eating at home, then I'm fine. Like I'm chilling. I'm sitting around like between 74 and 76.
Hmm. So when you order those two double cheeseburgers, you're getting a full sugar Coke or a Diet Coke?
I actually do Powerade, bro. I love because
Okay.
they do the blue Powerade. I
Mhm.
drink a Dr. Pepper now every once in a while because my wife will get it and I'll taste it and I'm like, oh, Dr. Pepper sounds good. But we usually try to stay away from like dark or sodas. We really don't drink too many sodas. It's either just like either Powerade or water or something like that.
Yeah, I like Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is the one.
Dr. Pepper is so good. It's so good.
But so you're typically not tracking. Like, do you ever track your food, or is it kind of just like, is it Sid who makes the food and then you just
No,
eat
yeah,
what she
we
makes?
we usually will trade on cooking or we'll just cook whatever. We usually right now we've been doing like prep meals from the grocery store with HEB in Texas. We get prep meals from there and usually I just eat that. And then for like lunch, I do like chicken salad or tuna or something like that with rice. And then breakfast, to be honest, it's whatever. We'll do like potato chorizo and tortillas, or we'll do like eggs, bacon, and hash browns. Or like if I don't feel like cooking or anything, we'll do oatmeal. Oatmeal
Mhm.
and oatmeal berries. That's
Yeah,
really it. But I really don't track anything until maybe if I'm sitting high 76s like a week out, then we decide to do like a gut cut. And then I track that sort of kinda. But it's a gut cut. Like everyone knows like what to do on
yeah.
that. That's if you want to count that as tracking, then yeah, that's when I track. But other than that, dude, I don't track like at all.
Okay. But it seems like you have a good balance though to your diet, right? So it's
Yeah.
not like I think before you would say like you just eat out all the time and stuff, like you didn't really care.
Yeah. Yeah, like it was super bad, but now I'm just trying to I think it was more of just trying to make sure I'm not spending like money for no reason.
Hmm.
And so now it's kind of like I just want to make sure I'm getting whatever we get and then we just eat that from the grocery store instead of just going out and spending $50 a meal each day. It was just like a
Yeah.
money saving thing, just because like when you have a kid, you got to start saving money. So
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's no joke anymore. What I was gonna ask is, do you think tracking is something that you'd look at as like I'll do it in the future, or do you think it doesn't even play a difference into like leveling you up?
To be honest, I think the only time I'd probably start tracking more is when I decide to go up to 83,
Hmm.
just so I can make sure I'm eating enough and not just eating crap throughout the bulking process and trying to get up that way. I'd rather just try to figure out what I need to make sure I'm gaining the right weight, the right places, the right amount of time, and everything like that. But then once I make it to like 83, I'll probably just stop tracking. But I don't even think, dude, to be honest, as of right now, I don't even know if I would like make it all the way up to 83. I think like the heaviest I probably could get is like 80, 81. I just don't, I would have to like eat so much to get up to 83. Um, and then I wouldn't like how it would look either. I feel like I would look so fat. I'm so short, bro. Look at the picture of us, bro. I'm like a
Yeah.
foot shorter than you, basically, dude. Like I'm small, bro. And like Gavin Aiden makes jokes about me going to 80. He's like, bro, just go 93, bro. And I'm like, my wife would be rolling me around.
I heard this convo actually. I just listened to the Christmas one that you guys did,
Yeah.
and he kept bringing it up. He really wants you there.
No, bro, I can't do that. I couldn't even. Nah, it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense for me. But I don't know. Maybe I won't go 83 next, and I'll drop down and I'll cut to 66. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, your past like shows that you can hold that weight and probably be okay. But is that actually something you'd entertain?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a big maybe. It's a big maybe. I would have to because I would hate my life because I love eating so much. Like I love burgers, I love fries, I love everything, dude. So it would just I would hate to give that up, and that's what would make me mad and upset.
Mhm.
But it's a big maybe. Like we'll see. We'll see how everything plays out this next year, and we'll go from there. Maybe the 83s get so crazy and Joe puts up like 930 or something like that. And then it's like, do I want to go up or is it easier to go down? Because I do want to, one of my goals is trying to win 3 world titles in
Mhm.
different weight classes. So maybe because Joe was talking about you'll have to go down and then go up to 83. And I'm like, 66 sounds so hard to make. And then like I would have to make it twice too. I couldn't just make it
For
once.
Sheffield, right?
I would have
Or
to
do you mean
I have to make it for nationals to make nationals to 66.
okay?
And to make
Well,
worlds to 66. So I have to cut to 66 for nationals and cut to 66 for worlds.
sometimes I'm not sure, but I think for the Canadian team, like I could like hypothetically have won 74, and then I think I could switch and compete as a 66.
Oh,
And
they're
as
not letting
long
us do that in the US.
no,
Nah.
no,
Nah. It's because
okay,
we're too stacked in every weight class.
mm, okay. Well, because
So
sometimes they do send two, but I guess that would mean you'd take the spot of a 74, and that wouldn't be fair, right?
mhm.
Okay. So I guess the main motive then is get this Sheffield done and then potentially go up. And is it more so for the next Sheffield or is it the legacy or what is like the reasoning to consider?
If I were to go up, it just depends honestly what everything's looking like post Worlds because I would still go to Worlds as a 74.
Mhm.
If I'm still ramping up progress and I hit what I think I can hit at Worlds, then definitely it'll be go up for Sheffield for 83. But if I'm not making the progress that I want, maybe I'll stay a little bit longer. But we'll see, man. It's like a literally on the day of Worlds after I compete type thing, or after the 83s compete too as well.
Yeah.
Just to see what's going on, man. Because I mean, you never know. Because apparently PA Nats is about to be freaking crazy, bro, this year. So I'm excited to see what happens in powerlifting for 2026.
Yeah. You mean crazy as in like all of the like 83s, 93s, and everyone like the showdowns?
Yeah, all the battles are gonna be crazy. I can't wait to watch that, to be honest.
Mhm.
I would say I wish I could go, but I don't. I don't wish I could go.
Yeah. Like go compete as a 74 or 83.
A 74 at nationals in 2020. No, I couldn't do it. It's just that turnaround is just so crazy, bro. It's
Yeah. It's,
January 31st. We compete at Sheffield, and then it's like March 5th or something like that.
oh,
Yeah, bro, like it's crazy. Like
yeah. That's really tight.
I definitely think I could still win, but I just don't want to put my body through that.
Yeah.
That's
Can you
crazy.
imagine you did it and then like you tweak your back in the prep or like on the plat like it's a lot, especially if you're about to put up like 900 right now or even like close to that total and then 6 weeks, 5 weeks later you're
Yeah,
supposed to do it
5 weeks,
again.
yeah. No, yeah, it would be crazy. It's like I don't understand how some people are gonna do it, but they're gonna have to do it.
Wow.
I think I heard that Russ is the only one that's not doing it who's like in contention for a battle though.
Oh, he didn't sign up.
I mean, I think Joey said that he's not gonna make Russ do it because It's a quick
Mhm.
turnaround. Like it's just like health wise. But I think
Yeah.
if he, like, I bet on Russ doing good because he always does good. Maybe if he does good enough, it'll be like, and like no one will catch. Like if he goes like 945 to 950, I think that's crazy. And so like I assume that no one would. I assume that no one would get close, but the 93s are crazy, bro.
Yeah, you
That's
never really
crazy.
know.
Yeah.
But it does sound like that total, I think he could do that and feel pretty safe or at least content, like
Yeah.
all right, let's
Exactly.
see. But I think if he falls less, then, it's looking a little sketch, right? Like it's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's like it's definitely a little nerve-wracking not to go. Especially when there's someone that is that close. Like there's multiple people that are that close. If it's just one person, it's kind of like a little less. But like when there's a stacked weight class, like the 93s, it's kind of like you got to watch out for so many people instead of it being like, oh, I can keep my eye on this one person. It's like, oh, okay, it's whatever. But
yeah.
no, yeah, it's hectic. I would hate to be a 93, bro. I don't want to be a 93. They can have that, bro. They can have it.
Yeah, Gavin's trying to make you bulk up like 20 keys and then go into a bloodbath. It's like, I'm
Right, bro.
okay,
Like,
man.
no, I'm okay, bro. Bro, she's
You're
trying to
just like,
throw me in with the wolves.
yeah.
Nah, nah, nah.
Yeah, and you're thinking you're all fat and stuff. Now you got to go fight like these giants. It's like, nah, I'm good here.
There's too many 93s, bro, that are good. I'm okay. I'll stay away from that for right now.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. So I guess like you didn't even sign up then for Nats, right?
No, I haven't signed up. If Sheffield goes bad, then I guess I'll sign up. But in my
Mm.
mind, there's no way Sheffield goes bad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If hypothetically, like what kind of total would you need to like say it was a bad day for you to go to even consider it?
Bro, it'd have to be under 860
Hmm.
for me to be like, okay, I need to go.
Yeah,
And then even then, it would be like, I'd be like, I would talk to myself about it for the next 5 weeks and be like, is it really worth it though? Should I just like not go? Like I would sign up and then I would just not go, honestly.
yeah,
That would be a possibility if it was still like if I were to hit just like if I were to hit 858 again or like I said lower than 860, then that, but like no, I think I'm fine like up to like I said, bad day 880. That's like a
yeah.
bad day, bro. That's like in my head, that's probably like me going 6 for 9.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's like I have never had a 6 for 9 day ever. The most I've ever gone is like 7 for 9. And what I plan on hitting definitely won't be. I won't miss 2/3.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you're gonna be even with like if you miss an attempt or two, it's like if you're shooting for 9 plus, your seconds are gonna have to be heavy enough.
Yeah,
And even for the
exactly.
bench, right? Like how many kilos would you even jump?
7.5, maybe
Yeah,
seven
it
and a half,
starts
5 to
adding
7.5.
up.
So it's like, yeah, so if I miss a third bench, there goes that. And then if I miss a third deadlift, then boom. I haven't missed a squat in freaking bro years.
Hmm.
Since 2022. That's the last time I
Yeah.
missed a squat.
Yeah, and you get to load it to the exact like point 0.5 because you're like you said, like unless something horrible happened, you're taking that record, right? It's your own record and you've been chipping it. You almost tripled it, so
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
you're
so,
good.
and also like going into it, like I'm done basically hitting anything heavy. So I'm not worried about really injury right now at all either. So everything else is just we're going to a peak now.
Mhm.
So
Do
there's
you
really
guys
nothing.
just train into that meet then? Is it just yeah?
Yeah,
So it's
I'm
like
just trying to get to it.
is it 5 week blocks? I think you run five or is it four?
I think I'm on 5 now because it starts next week. I
Okay.
can,
So you kind of just get rid of the fatigue, I guess, here and then ramp up into it.
yeah. So we'll take a little deload. This next week will be a deload. Um, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 weeks, and then week 5 is a taper.
Okay.
Like sort of kind of. The only thing I taper is deadlift. Everything else, like I'm just training through it. Like, and it's not
Yeah.
even like a real taper because The intensity stays the same. We just drop the frequency a little bit.
And the accessories, right? That's what you're saying as
Yeah, yeah,
well.
and we drop accessories, yeah.
Completely off, just nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's
So
like there's no chance for injury at this point.
yeah, you're safe now.
Yeah.
What is like your sleep like then? Do you track that? Like, are you trying to be in bed like lots?
Oh, actually, I do track sleep. Sleep is pretty good. My daughter only wakes up like once, maybe twice. Twice is like a bad night, but
Mhm.
usually just once, sometimes not even once. She'll wake up like at 5 a.m. and you can count that as a wake up, but we really don't.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm getting like I want to say like worst amount of sleep, I say maybe like 6.5, but
Okay. That's
definitely
not
like
even bad
eight
though.
plus. Yeah, 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 yeah. But definitely like eight consistently.
Yeah, and I find honestly, it's like if you have one bad night of sleep, it's kind of okay. It's just like if all of your nights of sleep are kind of trash, then you're gonna start to
Mhm.
underperform. But if you're sandwiching like a 6.5 between like 8 hour sleeps, like you're chilling, you're
No,
good.
yeah, I got lucky or whatever you want to call it with our daughter. She sleeps like very, very well. So yeah, and then if I do need sleep, like and she does wake up, like Sid will carry.
Mhm.
If it's like an important thing, like if it's like a week 5, then she's like, "Don't worry about it, I got you." Or like whenever it's like the night before competition, she'll be like, "It's fine" or whatever. But now I'm like, I can work off of like any amount of sleep at this point. Like it's fine. Like I have to get it done, bro. Like there is no like, oh, well, I feel trash today, so let me take like, no, I'm taking top end of everything. Joe gives me a range, I'm taking top end. I
Okay.
sleep bad, I'm taking top end, bro. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Joe knows now when he's programming, he's like, okay, Austin's gonna take the top end, so let's not get it too crazy.
No, literally, he'll be like sometimes, like this is the only block where he was like, hey, like, don't try 220 again unless you're gonna like actually pause it. If you're not
Mhm.
gonna actually pause it, just don't take it. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'll just play it safe then. And I'll listen to him. Because
Yeah.
that's the only time, whenever he speaks up and he actually says something, that's when he means it. But other than that, he usually lets me like just do my own thing. Or like if I communicate to him, like, hey, I'm not feeling this good. And he'll be like, all right, well, let's change this and just see how you feel at the end of the week. And then usually if he changes it, then I still take top end at the end of the week. So,
Mhm. Yeah, so you guys have a good thing figured out, and obviously you're not just like ego lifting, overshooting all the time, right? I
oh
don't
yeah,
think
definitely
you'd
not.
be here.
The only time I did do that was with the 220. He didn't know I was gonna take that at all.
Mm.
So he was like, "What?" But other
But how
than
can you be mad though, right? Like your
yeah.
athlete sends you a 220 bench over the world record. It's like, fuck, all right.
Yeah, he was chill about that. But other than that, though, I definitely stick to whatever he has. I'm not gonna push anything too much. Or I'll talk to him about it before and be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Usually, I'm the one that has to pull him back sometimes, if anything. But that's like 1% of the time.
Mhm. Yeah, that's cool, man. You guys have a good thing going, obviously.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. He's my friend and my coach. So we have a good chemistry. We always know I'll be honest with him as long as he's honest with me, and then we just do what needs to be done, man. It's very easy, very good communication.
Mhm. That's awesome. And I think Sid and your daughter, that you guys all they come to the gym with you, right?
Oh yeah, every time.
That's
Yeah, so the only day she might not come is on my ascending squat day, which is on Thursdays. But usually she doesn't train on that day. She does 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week because she's in school still.
Mhm.
But other than that, though, she's there literally every day, every training session because she's handling me at Sheffield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she's gonna be my head coach, and then my best friend from college, Rob, is gonna be my assistant coach. So like she pays attention to everything. She's like making sure I'm hitting depth. She's making sure she's giving me press commands that are actually honest instead of me being in my head about it. Like she's telling me deadlifts are locked out and everything. She's definitely like she knows how much I have left in the tank. And so that's why I had her be my head coach because Joe's handling Keenan as well
Mhm.
at Sheffield. I don't want to be like have us going against each other and we have the same coach or whatever. So yeah, to be honest, I think sometimes she calls my attempts a little bit better than Joe when it comes to like on the dot things. Like Joe will be like, I think we have like maybe around this much of this much. So it'll be like we have exactly this much left.
Dang.
So
Yeah, you guys are like one. She's there
no, yeah,
watching everything.
literally. She's there like, well, my parents were actually here this weekend whenever I deadlifted 335 and I squatted the 310. And she just looked and she was like talking to my mom. And then I was like, hey, can you watch it? She was like, I'm watching everyone, it's fine. Like while she's holding the baby and everything, bro. She's like talking to my mom, holding the baby, making sure she's all right, and then making sure I'm hitting depth too. So it's like an all-in-one.
Yeah, she's like completely locked in on everything.
Yeah, she will not be the reason that I am not hitting 900. She's gonna be honest, bro. She's gonna make sure everything's good. What's up, Trev?
Come on. Sorry, I was
Trevor
late.
just joined
We were
in.
getting destroyed at work. I was a little later than I wanted to be.
Hey, that's
Oh, good.
okay. You showed up, man. You showed
He was
up.
just
Kyle
telling
didn't.
me he was just telling me that I wasn't gonna hit 900. So it's fine. That's what the whole podcast has been about the whole time.
He's just
Yeah,
been
I've just
hating
been
you the whole
tearing him
fucking time.
apart.
Yeah. Just rage baiting me the whole time, bro. Whole time. Jesus. Why did I sign up for this? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm going through set by set and high. Oh, that wasn't paused. His Instagram just tearing him apart.
Just post by post, eh?
Post by
Yeah,
freaking post, bro. It's crazy.
You better hope he doesn't look at yours.
I know. Don't go to my page. He's gonna be like,
Bro,
"Oh,
no,
I hit that for 10 the other day."
you're coached by Marcellus now, right, Luke?
Yeah. Right now I'm just taking a little break, but I've been working with Marcellus for a while.
Yeah, 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 bro. He got your squat right, dude. Like it's been
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I finally feel like I'm almost like what you did for a triple, I did for one. That's why like when you're talking about 310 feels heavy, I was like, oh, I know.
Yeah, bro. That's grown man, bro. Anything, like I said, anything over 290, bro, is grown man weight, bro. I'm like, I I honestly dread it when I get to that part of my block, bro. I freaking hate it.
Yeah. Now it's kind of just like a chore in a way.
No, facts. Yeah, whenever it gets like weeks 4 and 5 are always like, oh, like I have to move this.
Dry.
Like
Yeah.
always like weeks 1 and 2, every time Joe will be like, he'll be like, yeah, it's gonna feel like crap each time, and each time it does, bro. It'll move terribly. I'll feel bad and everything. But then week 3 gets here and I'm like, all right, it's picking up. And then like I'll see like on the program, he's like, all right, we have like 290 for a triple. And I'm like, I was like, bro, you know who else is doing this in my weight class? Nobody. I was like, what are we doing,
Yeah.
bro? What are we doing right now?
Yeah. And that's like week 4. You're like, whoa, we got another week to go.
Yeah, literally, bro. I'm like, we got another week. Like it's crazy because this past one, it was like I had it in my week 3. And I was like, bro, week
Oh,
3?
wow.
And I was like,
Damn.
what are we doing now? Because like at that point, that means next time around, that'll be like almost week 2.
Crazy. Yeah,
Mm.
Trevor and I know what you mean with like the feeling bad on like week 1 and 2, and then it finally picks up. We're always joking around like who can move like 4 reps slower, like
Yeah, literally, bro. Literally. Yeah, like I'll get under like I'll be warming up for like my tertiary squat day of week 1, and it'll be like, bro, it'll be like 185. And then I'm like, bro, this is the heaviest 185 I've ever fucking squatted in my life, bro. It's terrible. Freaking terrible. And I start questioning myself and everything. And my wife's like, it's okay. Week 1 and 2 always move bad. I'm like, but this shouldn't feel bad, bro. This shouldn't feel bad. It's
yeah,
crazy.
you really got to trust in that process. It's like because yeah, if you just like say whatever something's going wrong like in your life and you're just annoyed about something, and then like 185 feels heavy and you're like, what am I doing? Like you're questioning it all.
Bro, it's like I'll think that too, and I'm like, I have to pause squat it 185, and then it's like, bro, I just benched this literally last week. I literally just benched this last week, and you're telling me I can't freaking squat it? That's what you're telling me right now.
Yeah, Trevor can maybe relate to that one. I'm not benching 185 right now, but
A lot of
Trevor can.
my bench days are heavier than my secondary squat.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah, Trevor's is pretty crazy because your secondary squat, don't you sometimes squat 315 like pounds?
I usually squat 315 or maybe for like 405. It's just like to warm up for deadlifts because I'm fat and it's hard
Mm.
to get down there.
Trust me, I understand.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me move. But yeah, some days I'll have like the week 4 squat is Saturday, and then Wednesday I get under that like 315 or 405 for like the week 1 secondary squat, and it feels fucking horrible. Like this is barely body weight, and it feels like shit.
Yeah.
And you do
Mm.
the 3 times a week squat perk?
Yeah, yeah. I
Or
have a like it doesn't change any, so I mean I'm not gonna hide it. But it's day tertiary squat day is pause squats and then ascending squats on the secondary and then primary it's fours, threes, or doubles. It just depends on uh
so
what body.
across those days, are you doing a lot of sets then?
No, moderate amount. What is a lot of sets to you?
Well, I guess it depends. To me, I only do like 5 sets of squats, so that's very low for the week. But
5 sets of squats for the week?
yeah, it's very low.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's very nice. I do a lot of belt squatting though, but
Mm,
but yeah, that's it,
okay.
just 5 sets. So I mean that's really low, but with 3 days, I assume maybe it is high.
I mean, I guess it's not that high. It's between like 9 and 12.
Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. And some of them are like 185 pause squats and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I
Okay.
ramp up. So we've also figured out like this trial and error, baby, trial and error. So usually what I used to do was my tertiary squat day technically used to be like ascendings, and then middle of the week would be pause squats, and then I would hit my primary squat day, which was heavy. And I would like just be, I could not squat anything heavy on that primary day. So we just switched it. So now it's just like a build throughout the week. So it's like the pause squats are the lightest, the secondary ascending squats are mid-range, and then the heaviest are at the end of the week. It's just like it gives me time to feel good throughout the week instead of just being like, all right, well, it's going to be kind of challenging at the beginning, then it's going to be easy in the middle, and then it's going to be hard at the end. It's just,
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. So, Trevor, before you joined, we were talking about Sheffield and Perk's goals for Sheffield and then Nats because their Nats is 5 weeks after Sheffield. So he's probably not doing it. I don't think Russ is doing it apparently.
yeah.
And
And then Joey B said he's probably not doing it either.
okay. I mean,
You guys
could
can use that
watch then,
Sheffield
because
total.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can use the Sheffield
yeah,
total.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
if your Sheffield total gets beaten, then you don't get the world spot. That's just it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, some of you guys are probably pretty safe though.
Yeah. So it's just like this will be the last year that'll happen though, since Sheffield's moving to the fall in 2026. So
November. Yeah.
so then 2027 will be the year where like everything's fixed in the US to where like nationals is in. Hopefully they keep nationals in March. They don't move it freaking 5 weeks before wherever. But yeah, nationals will be in March. And I guess it'll still be a 5 week turnaround to worlds, but I feel like that's always a thing. I'm okay with that happening to where it's like, all right, so I have basically December, January, February, March. So I get basically 4 months for loading into nationals. And then I get like 5 weeks to go into worlds, but that's always trash. But then after that, you have like all
Mhm.
that time to build into whatever comp you want to do in the fall, whether it be Sheffield or whatever it is.
Yeah. And for you, I think nationals will probably end up having more of a challenge than worlds, at least historically, right?
Yeah.
Like you won't have to be going if you like do Sheffield or and you don't have too much time going into worlds, you'll kind of potentially be okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
that's a you thing though. Not everyone else is in that boat because it works well for you.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess I still got to be on my P's and Q's about everything. I always say nothing's given, everything's earned. So like, I don't think like even if I think I'm putting up like the goal is 900 for Sheffield, I still don't know if that's gonna win. I'm not gonna go into it and be like, I'm going to win. I still got to go out there and do it. Like I still got to go out there and do everything. So like same thing whenever it comes to nationals, like I'm not gonna take anything for granted. Like I still trained into worlds this past year, even though like the spread was so big. Because I mean, you still don't know it. Like someone might be hiding training. Someone like I might not be strong enough because I'm definitely have PTSD after the freaking Russ endurance thing, bro. Like that's like I just don't want that to happen to me. So I take every competition seriously. I go into every competition like training through it. I'm not like we never go through a block and we're like, hey, we're just only going to hit this and just chill. Like we're trying to still PR each block, even if we think we can win that next meet. So that's just me though. That's just me.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Like you might as well line up your block with the meat, even if you don't think you'll have to go hard, just in case. Like
Mhm.
that one definitely stung for Russ. I'm sure he did try very hard though. It's just probably an off meet.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, that was a crazy one. Were you there for that?
Yeah, I was there live, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. That's like that's probably a moment in powerlifting I'll never forget. Like I'll talk about that when I'm old. Like old. Like I mean like 70 years. I'm like, I remember I was at Worlds in Estonia and like everyone thought this guy Russell or he was gonna win. And then here comes Jurgens. Last pull, tells
Man.
the crowd to quiet. Pulls the easiest deadlift you ever seen. Crazy. Tell it to my kids. My daughter's gonna be like, what? Yeah. My grandkids, great grandkids.
Oh my God. I bet you it was insane. Did you get goosebumps?
Oh, for sure, bro. Like, there's a video of someone like online somewhere, and I'm just like, it's a person in front of me, and he's recording. I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. So it's no, yeah, that was like one of the best moments I've ever seen. Like I kind of think the only thing that could have beat that maybe in person for me was Joey B hitting 900.
Mm,
Like seeing that in person, I think that would have been pretty freaking crazy as well, especially like since like Russ had just boosted the total as well. And Joe's basically was doing the exact same thing that I'm doing now. He's like, bro, I'm gonna total 900. Like I'm going to total 900. And people were like, some people were like, oh yeah, seeing his training was like this is gonna go really good. And other people were like, like, nah, not maybe on the day. But like I think that in person probably was like insane, especially because Taylor was there too.
mm.
And seeing Taylor load up to beat him and everything, I think that just would have been like a crazy. I wish I would have been there in person for that one.
Yeah, I bet, man. That was probably insane. And then, like, especially, we were talking about it on one of our last two podcasts, but I was like, when Taylor loaded 700 or I think it was 700 pounds on the squat for the third, and he went out there and he hit it after being like washed in quotation. Like some
Hmm.
people were talking shit about how he's not even going to hit 850, and he goes out there to squat eight, and his best was like 303 right at the
Hmm.
time. I felt like I could fly once he went out there, hit that, and just like did his celly. I was like, what? And I was like,
Yeah.
it's on.
No, yeah, it's crazy. It was literally down to the wire, and I love watching them online and being like, oh, who's gonna win? It's kind of cool. It's like, all right, well, this person did this, and you look at lift and cast, and it's all right. But it's definitely different when you're there. Because I was there for whenever it was Petrie versus Gavin, I guess, but Gavin didn't make weight. But
Yeah.
that was really cool too, seeing Petrie still try to fight to beat Keiko's total. That was really cool in person as well. So I don't get to view a lot of in-person competitions, especially since like if it's at Worlds, usually I leave before. This next year, whenever it's in Dubai, I probably will stay for a little bit longer. But um like I usually go home before like I get to see like some battles or something like that. So I can't wait for the next year. But like in-person battles, like watching SBD Austin was crazy as well. Cause I was in the front row, like in the middle. Like if the platform was literally right in front of me. Like
Oh,
I could take
wow.
like 3 steps and I would have been able to touch them. So that was really cool, like being in front, like everyone cheering for like Jesus behind me and then like seeing it like right there in front of me, it was crazy. Like I love in-person things, but I don't get to go to them a lot. So whenever I do, I try to take it in.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're a big fan of the sport too, right?
Yeah, I love watching powerlifting. I do think it's boring when it comes to bench, but squat and deadlift is like it's crazy to watch. Just see someone hit, like especially like Jesus squat something crazy, or like Bob grind out his last squat or something like that. That's really cool. And then when it comes to deadlift, like especially if it's a battle, seeing who's gonna pull or pull for the win, it's definitely. I wish I was more of a spectator at competitions than competing. Because like I would love to watch Sheffield like in person,
Mhm.
but I'm probably never gonna get to watch Sheffield in person until like I'm out and I'm old, like years and years down the line. But like read like right now while it's like big and everything. Like I guess this is the last year that's gonna be in like the 1,300 or 1,500 stadium, and the next one is gonna be like in the 10,000 spectator stadium or whatever. So like it'll probably take a few years for it to get full.
Yeah.
But like I wish I could be in like a smaller confined like 12,000 and watch and see how crazy it is. Cause that it has to be like a good experience.
Yeah. That's why Trevor and I don't qualify for Sheffield, so we can go watch.
That's the only reason. Yeah.
Bro, big brain. There we go.
Big
There we
brain
go.
moment.
Except for we haven't even gone to watch yet either.
I know. Well, we were planning on doing it like maybe this last one or this one's about to happen, but we're not. We don't have tickets. I think maybe the first like November one potentially. We've been talking about it for a while, but it seems unreal.
Yeah, bro, it's really cool. I say if you do go, definitely get VIP tickets because it's cool. Like, I think it's cool as I'm watching to see other people. Like, you get to go in and like meet all the lifters and stuff like that, and everyone hangs out. Like, I think it's where the warm up room is, which is below the stage. Um, so it's super cool, like that part of it, just being able to meet everyone and like for me at least, like talk to people and they're like, oh my gosh, like I've been watching you for years. And it's like it's crazy that like they'll tell me something like we were talking on like before the call and they were like, yeah, but I remember when you were at Midland and you hit 800, like I'm from a different country and I was watching that stream. And it's like, bro, that was so long ago to me. And it's crazy that
Yeah.
you've been watching me for that long. But then like just seeing everyone be nice to each other and take pictures and all this other stuff is cool.
Yeah, that's like the one spot where you'll get, I guess maybe Worlds, but Worlds is different because everyone's at different times and different days. So it's like you're
Mhm.
gonna have everyone in that room at the same time. And Marcellus was telling us he had some crazy experiences because the coaches also get to be there, right? And meet and
Yep.
greet people. He was saying same thing as you, like people would just be like, I remember this one video, and it's like that video was like 8 years ago. Whoa.
Yeah. It's freaking insane. It's just nice to meet like also other fans of the sport that like I think it's crazy because we've been lifting for so long at Powerlifting. So we've seen it like grow. We've coming up to where it's been like there were barely live streams. Like you had to like go to a competition. It would be very rare if it was live streamed, right? Like we were part of
Mhm.
that part. And now it's like people will pay for like $1,000 to $100 for a flight to fly to somewhere to spend like $100 to $200 on a seat just to watch someone and meet someone and stuff like that. It's crazy that it's gotten to that point where at first it was just like when I was in Mississippi, bro, I did not expect this to be the life I was living at all when I was powerlifting. I thought it was just literally backyard. I'm still lifting equipped and stuff like that. So it's crazy to see how far the sport has came and what companies can do for the sport, like even advances and stuff like that. Advances, Houston and Sheffield have been the two competitions where I feel like I've felt like a pro athlete because it's
Mhm.
crazy. Like that those meets should be a goal for people to like try to get to like it always. Like I know it's like, oh, I want to be the best, but like making it to those competitions is crazy because they comp you. They like fly you there. They make sure you get food. Like they're making sure everything is done for you. And it's crazy to think that a sport like powerlifting has something to do like that. Like I know there aren't a lot of even weightlifting competitions that are like that as well. So I think it's definitely crazy. I'm definitely happy that I'm able to do something like that. I never take it for granted, bro. Like I never take any of it for granted. I think everyone that's there, like the media team, the spotter and loaders, like everyone is putting everything together because that's like it's crazy to see people do that for athletes, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, it seems because you've been in the sport now, this is your 10th year, right? Because I
Yeah,
think you were 16 and now you're 26. It says at least
yeah.
on.
No, yeah.
So
So I started powerlifting when I was 12, but they didn't start doing like all this other stuff till after.
wow.
Because I started as a 50, what's 114? Is that 53 or 59?
I think 53 is the smallest class they have, so it might have been that one.
Yeah. So I started there whenever I was in like eighth grade. Um, and then I just kept going, dude. Like, I took like kind of 1 year off where I didn't compete, but I was still like lifting. But other than that, though, yeah, since I was 12, so I've been doing it for like 14 years, bro. Like it's been a long journey. I didn't even have a coach for half of it too, which people just don't understand how it's like. My wife had to actually explain this to me as well. It's like, yes, lifters are stronger now, but they have all the knowledge that we didn't have as we were coming up as well.
Mm.
You know, like I wasn't on a program until I got to Midland, so 2019. So from 2012 to 2019, I wasn't on a program at all. So for 7 years, wasn't on a program. So there goes 7 years of my career of me just going into the gym and deadlifting in Tim's and squatting in
Yeah, I'd
Tim's.
love those videos.
Yeah, bro. Like those are those years, right? And then I get to Midland and I get on a program, and that from that time, so from 2019 to oh well, yeah, 2019, that whole year, I just started on my first program. Then boom, I hit a good enough total, right? And then after that, I start programming myself, which I still didn't even know a lot about or anything. Like I was just finding things online, asking like people a few things and putting things together. I was coaching myself from 2019 to 2021.
Wow.
And then from 2019 to 2021, I was definitely super depressed and drinking all the time and doing other things that I don't want to talk about because my daughter might hear.
Hmm.
But I was definitely putting bad things in my body. Not good things to help me lift, bad things that don't help you lift at all.
Yeah, just to clarify, everyone.
uh, in my body, and I wasn't good. And then I always say my turning point was after the Virginia Pro in 2022. And that's when I started talking to my wife. Well, we talked before then, but that's when I started like me and my wife started dating right after that, and everything changed. So from 2022 to now, 3 years is like the only time period where I've taken powerlifting seriously. And now we're seeing the boost in everything that I can do. So that being said, just going back to my main point, like it's all about where you it's all about like the destination and where you get to, not just where you start from. And yeah, like a lot of younger people, like they see all these good young lifters, like, oh, they're so crazy good. And it's like they have the good programming, they've seen what can be done with other people. And yeah, it's different. It's different now than what it was when we first started. You know, like it's everything changes, bro. Everything shifts. And now I'm happy that like I met my wife. She's making sure I got my head on my shoulders. Like I actually take powerlifting seriously. The only thing I guess I don't take seriously is nutrition, but I've never needed nutrition. Um, and like I'm making sure I'm dialed in. I'm hitting all my back downs. Like, bro, till literally 2022, 2023, I was not hitting any back downs, bro, at all. Not one.
That's
I'll just go
wild.
in, hit my top set, leave. That's it. That's all I was doing. So it's like I'm happy now that I finally got everything. Like life's great, bro. Life is good, and I don't plan on slowing down anytime soon. Just gonna maybe I'll dial in nutrition to get stronger. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about at the beginning was his nutrition. He's like, I'm here, I have time for the pod, it's gonna be fun. And I actually ate something good today. And I was like, what? Like, bro, you're he's flexing about eating a good meal. I'm like, man.
Bro, yes, it's crazy to me because so many people dial in their nutrition just to get to the point that I'm at. And I'm like, bro, Joe like tries to freaking put a gun to my head and he's like, bro, you got to start like tracking stuff. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing it. I was like, I'm not doing it. He's like, you need to hire a nutrition, bro. He's like, everyone's hiring a nutrition. They're just getting stronger. And I'm like, bro, I don't need the nutritionist, bro. I'm like, let's just get this. Let's just get this shit done. We'll just get stronger, bro. I'm gonna just eat, like, I'm gonna actually eat rice, make like actual breakfast, and we're gonna be chilling, bro. We're gonna be good. And so that's what I do now. Like, all that extra stuff is just like, I understand that it works for some people, and that's what they need to stay at that level or get to the that pro powerlifter level. But I mean, I think you can work without that. Sometimes I feel like it's a I want to say scam, but like a scam. I feel like you should know after a while. I feel like you
Yeah,
like if you hire a nutritionist, all right, they'll help you get to where you need to go. But then like you shouldn't need a nutritionist for life because you're doing the exact same things over and over to help. Unless your nutritionist was trash and didn't know what they were doing. I don't know. That's my hot take on
hot take. Yeah,
yeah, on powerlifting, bro. Like you might need it to get to where you're eating better, but then like after you're eating better, I don't understand what you're still paying them to track your stuff, do numbers. I don't know, bro. I don't know how nutrition works, bro. I don't do it.
Do you eat like a similar kind of thing every day, or is it just
No.
whatever?
Nah, I just try to make sure like I was telling Luke at the beginning, like we do like meals from the grocery store, like pre-made meals, not like
mm,
frozen, but like they make them and then like cook them
Yeah.
up. Or they don't even cook them sometimes. Like it'll be like raw chicken with like the seasoning on, and then it'll be like raw asparagus or carrots with like mashed potatoes in it. And then we just put that in the oven and warm it up and then we eat that. But then like right now after I got done training, like I don't eat before I train most of the time. I eat after. I just did like Uncle Ben's rice and then some chicken salad. That's what
I
I did
wonder.
for
I wonder how many young lifters are going to listen to this, Luke, and then fire their nutritionist right after.
honestly, it's kind of a bad look because I was even thinking, I'm like trying to put out more like informational content, and I was gonna be like, if like this, I thought of this like this is the hot take. It's like if you're not tracking, you're not trying, and it's like,
Mhm.
well, Perk just fucking smashed that.
I mean, like I said, like maybe people like I guess Joe's thing is what if I did track and I just got crazy stronger, right? Like that's his whole like hypothesis on that. But then I'm like, but it takes so much work. Like
Mhm.
you gotta like you gotta so you telling me I gotta be dialed into the gym and mentally and physically, and I gotta be dialed into like this nutrition thing. Like, bro, I'm not trying to do all that, bro. I still want to live life. I still want to be happy. And I
Yeah.
already like get anxiety about lifting
Mhm.
already. I don't want to have another thing to have anxiety about. That's my big thing as well. But like we also said though, like if I move up, I'll probably hire a nutritionist for a little bit, figure out all the nutrients I need to make sure I'm getting that in. And if I see like oh my God, like everything's going crazy good, then maybe I won't keep a nutritionist on hire, but maybe I'll keep doing whatever they need me to do. Because I can eat like the same thing every day if I actually need to. If I need to and I see like good progress, I'll keep doing it. But if it's like I gain like a few kilos on my total, bro, I'm like, eh. The only thing I can say is one time Joe tried to have me track and I tracked for like a block. I did feel better, like healthier. Like I didn't get as fatigued or like any muscle soreness or anything. I will say that, but I just think that was just because I just upped my protein. So I just keep my protein pretty decently. Like I just get more of that in than I usually do. But other than that though, it's kind of like I know like if I'm too heavy, I need to cut the carbs back a little bit. Like, oh, I need to make sure I'm eating this to get a little bit more fats in, like stuff like that. But like right now, like I was telling Luke, I literally don't track one thing. Water, I track water.
Okay,
Try to get 80
that's good.
ounces a day. I know that's probably not the best, but 80 ounces of water is like or at least try to get that, try to get that. Like realistically, I probably drink about like 50 to 60, which is terrible, bro. It's terrible. Don't be like me, bro. If you're listening to this, don't be like me.
Okay. Well, I just because we're in like a different measuring system. We use like liters, milliliters,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's a little different, but I was just checking what that is. Let's see what it is in milliliters for the Canadians and the Brits and all that. So it'd be like 2.3 liters. So that's actually decent, right, Trevor? It's not terrible.
uh, well, I'm a lot bigger than him, but I would drink a lot more than that.
Yeah. Well, I
But
definitely drink
I,
more
I
too,
weighed
but
twice as much.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. Well, I think the one thing as well is you went from barely eating. I think I had heard you talk about it. Maybe I don't remember if we talked about it or on a podcast or whatever, but you were saying before you would eat like whatever, like we talked about on the pod before Trevor joined, like you'd kind of eat out all the time. Now at least you're having meals that you know are good. So even though you're
Yeah.
not putting it into an app, you are still eating properly. Like
Yeah.
your intent is to eat well so you can train well, right? Or do you not even
Yeah.
think about it? Yeah, okay.
No, yeah. The goal is just to eat better and not eat like super processed foods or like fast food all the time. Because even before I was dating my wife, bro, like she likes to tell everyone, bro, I was eating like half a dozen donuts a day and that's it.
Oh my God.
Bro, like yeah, like I was down bad. Like I was down bad, bro. Like I would just do that or I would like not eat all day. I would train, still not eat all day, and then like around midnight just order Taco Bell, bro. Like I was bad, bro. I was bad. So like
Oh my
I went
God.
from that to just like eating whatever, but still like eating more food. And then I went from that to like incorporating like actual meals and stuff like that. So like now that I'm doing that, I'm feeling a lot better. Like tonight, I'm probably just gonna eat like I just told you, like that chicken potatoes and I think green beans. I'll probably eat that tonight. Like that'll probably be my dinner. And then this morning we had what did we have this morning? Okay, actually this morning this morning wasn't good. This morning wasn't good. But lunch and dinner we capitalized. So it was good. For breakfast, I had two McGriddles and a hash brown.
Okay.
I
The
had that at like
Sheffield fuel.
yeah, I had that at 9. And then we went, I didn't eat anything the rest of till before I trained, and we went to train at like 12:31. And then we
What did you
trained
train today?
pause squats and 2x7 on bench.
Yeah, my stomach wouldn't allow that for squatting.
Yeah. Oh, so
McGriddle and
I mean
hash
this
brown.
podcast isn't gonna come out before tomorrow. I can tell you exactly, like specifically I hit 242 and a half for a 3x3 on squat, which is a PR.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
and then I also PR'd on bench and I hit 2x7 with 177 and a half.
Oh, wow. That's big.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's big.
Straight sets of seven. That's crazy.
On
Yeah.
the McGriddles.
On the McGriddles, bro, it's crazy. On the McGriddles. Wow. But no, yeah, tomorrow I'll definitely eat better. I'll probably do oatmeal and fruit tomorrow, maybe. But I'll have a good breakfast tomorrow and then lunch, or like late lunch. We're picking up groceries because tomorrow is we had to pick up stuff for Christmas, bro, because Christmas is in 2 days. First Christmas as a
Mhm.
family, bro. It's gonna be great.
Oh, congrats, man.
Thank you. This is my first year too. Like last year we did Christmas. Sidetrack. Last year we did Christmas, had no presents underneath the tree because we were like, we're having a kid, let's just save money. But this year now we have the kid and we just like all the like 90% of the gifts under the tree are like our daughters, even though she's like, bro, 6 months, can't even play with it. She's 5 months, can't even do anything. But no, yeah, that's great. But yeah, tomorrow we'll pick up groceries and I'll be back on the let's eat like consistent things, like not fast food. Can't wait for my wife to cook on Christmas. That's gonna be great. She's making green spaghetti. You guys had green spaghetti before?
I've
No,
never
right?
even heard of
No.
it.
No. It's a Mexican thing. That's why. You guys are from up north. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's really good. I'll take a picture and send it to you guys when she makes it. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah,
But
definitely do.
yeah, bro. Let's wrap this nutrition thing up. Don't be like me. Definitely hire a nutritionist so you can get to the place you need to be. But then after you haven't made any progress with nutrition and it stays the same, just keep doing that.
Very fair. Yeah,
Don't
I
let
think also just slowly leveling up is fine too. Like you went from donuts only to now, and eventually maybe you'll go full track mode. But what you're doing now is way better than those years before. So that's the way I look at it. I always tell people when I start coaching them, I just include nutrition because again, I don't think it's super deep. Like, at
Mm,
least my knowledge in it, it's not like I have like the maybe Kedrick has like extra
yeah.
knowledge that I don't, but to help you track and stay accountable, give you goals and stuff, it's like here's the sheet, fill it out. It'll help you hit your goals. And like
Mhm.
I always say, like if you eat 50 grams of protein a day, it's like, okay, I'm not going to tell you you're 180. We have to hit 180 because you're not gonna. You're not gonna go from 50 to 180. Your grocery bill is going to be so different. All these things. It's like just step by step get to more optimal. You know.
Yeah. I throw a protein shake in there every once in a while, man. Just to get
Mix it up.
add a little 40 grams of protein or something like that in there, just a little sprinkle.
Oh my God, this guy. Everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, you don't even need to. You don't even need to try."
No, yeah, I do say all the time that I think it's definitely genetics and hard work. Genetics and hard work. That's all it is, bro. I can't help that. I'm not gonna lie to everyone. I mean, that's literally it. Like I got lucky in the genetic pool, and then that combined with hard work, I guess you
Mhm.
just can't beat that. That's really it. And I'm like built for the weight class that I'm in too. Like I guess like genetics when it comes to strength, the genetics when it comes to like how I'm built as well. Like I don't have super long arms, but they're still long enough. Like I'm like my femurs aren't super long, they're long enough. Torso's not too long, just long enough. Where I'm just built for this weight class and maybe the 83s, maybe. I do think my deadlift will probably be a little stagnant when I move up because when I weigh heavier, when I'm north of like 76, my leverage has just changed for deadlift. Maybe I just need to get used to it.
Mhm.
But I definitely think that that'll probably be the one. Squat is gonna freaking boost, bench is gonna boost, and deadlift I'll have to figure out how to. I might start pulling conventional or something. You never know.
Mhm. Yeah, you were doing that for a little bit, right? You
Yeah, I
still
did
do on
it.
your other day, don't
Yeah, on
you?
my secondary day is combined now. Actually, figure that out. Combined with sumo and conventional. So it's kind of like a mix. At first, so I didn't pull sumo going into advances at all. Like while like after Worlds. Oh yeah. So like from like July, let's just say July instead of June. From July to October, I didn't pull sumo not once, bro. And I
Damn.
just pulled conventional that whole because I felt so good on my secondary day. Like, because that was and going into Worlds prep, I did secondary conventional only. So I felt super good with that. So I was like, how about we just say forget about sumo? Because I have to think so much when I pull sumo and I hate it. I was like, let's just pull conventional. And Joe and my wife were like, nah. They're like, we're not doing that. But I was like, no, hear me out. If it goes bad when we get to advances, then we'll have like a few more weeks leading into Sheffield and we'll just switch back or whatever. Like it's whatever. And they're like, all right, if you want to try and you want to do it. And then I get all the way to advances and then I switch it on the day of. But I guess it still worked because my sumo showed up enough. 330, I guess. It was 330, right? Yeah, 330 was enough. So I mean, yeah. But definitely don't be like me when you do that either. Don't just pull random. Don't switch your stance on me day, bro. Don't do that either. But
Yeah,
no, yeah,
you and
that
Ashton have
conventional
done
works.
that.
I
No,
was gonna
yeah,
say
Ashton.
Ashford, but yeah.
Yeah, but Ashton's different too, bro. Like when he first did it the first time, like well, only time the first time he did it, I was like, that's wild. I could never do that. But then like that day, something just clicked in my head because it wasn't like that morning. Well, that morning I was like, I don't know, I might pull sumo today. I don't know. And my wife was like, why? What made you like just want to like switch? You haven't pulled sumo this whole time. And I was like, I don't know. Like, cause I had failed 320 or 325 conventional like the week prior. And I was like, I was like, I don't know. Sumo's always showed up on the day, even though I've hated it. But like that conventional just, and I wanted to pull like 325 to 330. The plan was 330 conventional anyway, but I had failed 325 to 320, whatever it was, the week prior. So in my head, I'm like kind of freaking out. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like I know like if it needs to, it'll probably show up on the day. But then I was like, And then the deciding factor was just Joe talking trash at the competition in my face. And I was like, man, I don't want anything to go wrong. But let's just pull some. I was like, let's just pull it out, bro. I was just like, let's just pull it. It's like, let's just do that. And then, I mean, like I said, nothing changed. We still planned on going 330 conventional top end. It was like 320 to 330. So like still nothing changed, but it was kind of like scary at first trying to pull sumo, like
Mhm.
just on the day, but it was a Hail Mary, bro, and we made the Hail Mary, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, you felt the pressure, like, okay, we can't let Joe win this one. That'd be
No,
like your
yeah, yeah.
first head to head, right, with Joe,
I
and
mean,
then Sheffield.
at first I was prepared, bro. Like that was the goal. The goal from the jump when I signed up for it, which was like August. The goal was like, let's just get second. I was like,
Mm.
I'm fine with that. I was like, gives us a little money. I think it was like what 5K for second or something like that. 5K, 4K. I was like, bro, that's chill. That's some money in our pocket. I'm like, I'm happy with that. And like I knew that like the goal was like 850, but I wasn't even gonna cut either, bro. The goal wasn't even to cut because I didn't want to cut. I just wanted to go in and I ended up losing all the weight that week of. Um, so yeah, the goal was just to go in and just get second. Honestly, the goal was to get third because Rondell was supposed to be there. And so I
Mm.
was like, Rondell going against was it Lonzo? Yeah, Rondell going
Yeah.
against Lonzo. I was like, Rondell's not gonna want to lose to Lonzo. And I was like, he might just put up something crazy anyway because it's not like he's going to Sheffield, so he has time before Trinidad Nats. So I was like, all right, let's try to get third. And then I saw Rondell dropped out. And then I was like, oh, okay, we'll just chill, go for second. But then we're in line weighing in, and then Joe was talking trash. And then I was like, ah, and then everything was going to go. We hit 320. We hit 320. I was supposed to go 207 and a half, but we went 208. And I was like, yeah, let's just pull sumo. And then it just ended up breaking out. I honestly was kind of hesitant on the 330 because Joe and my wife were asking me too. They're like, what do you think you can pull? What do you think you can pull? And I was like, bro, I don't know. I was like, put on whatever you think I can pull after that 315, and we'll just go from there. I was like, I don't know. I was like, whatever you put on. I remember it vividly. I was like, whatever you put on, I'm going to pull it. I don't know what it is, just put it on. And then I saw Joe
Yeah.
second, and then I was like, oh, well, if I just go up 10 kilos, and he put me in a position where I needed like 10 kilos. I needed 10 kilos to win or whatever. And I saw a second, and I was like, oh, well, if I only need 10 kilos up for when I just pulled, I definitely can pull 10. Like I had no doubt in my head. I think I talked to this about my wife too, because she was putting baby powder on my legs and we were walking back to like the waiting area or whatever. And I was like, yeah, his second was pretty slow. And I was like, I only need 10 kilos. She was like, yeah, she was like, I think Joe might put on like 330 or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, if I only need 10 kilos, I definitely can pull 10 kilos. He definitely doesn't have 10 kilos left in the tank. I was like, that shit was hard. I was like, that shit was challenging. I was like, he's a great puller, but like 10 kilos on that is like,
Yeah.
I was like, if he gets it, he gets it. Cause I was prepared to get second anyway, but I was like, eh. So um, yeah, it was just, bro, that was just a day where I got lucky, bro, because I didn't expect to weigh in under 74. The goal is to weigh in like at least at 74. But I was like, I think we were like, oh, we can weigh in at like 74.3 and we can still like have like an okay day and get like second.
Yeah, because it was off dots, right? Or GL
Yeah, it
or
was on
something.
dots. It was
Yeah,
on dots.
dots.
Oh, it was on GL. It was on GL because it's probably,
Okay.
but yeah, I was just like, that was a crazy day, bro. Like I was prepared to take sec. I was literally like in my mind, I had sat down with myself and I was like, yeah, bro, it's just like we're not even gonna try. He's probably gonna win because he actually was saying the whole time he was gonna try. But
Mhm.
I was like, I'm not trying, so I don't care. I mean, he beats me. He beats me on a day where it's like I'm not trying. But we hit everything we needed to hit. So
Damn. So if Joe just said nothing in the weigh-in room, he could have won.
oh,
If he just
facts.
didn't
Yeah,
talk
bro.
his shit.
Bro, bro would have won if he just would have not said. If he would have just been like, "Hey, Perk, how you doing? It's good, bro. Super excited to see you." Because he's like, we like whenever we go do shoots for advances, we're like, cool. We chop it up. We definitely have a good relationship. But then at
Mhm.
that point, he even said on the holiday episode, he was like, "I was trying to throw Perk off his game," and I was like, "That's not how you think, I get, bro." And I was like, "That's
Yeah.
oh,
You
you
threw
had the
away a
opposite
K.
effect, bro. Opposite effect."
Yeah. Like, bro, you just threw away $2,000 or whatever it was.
Bro, literally,
Crazy.
I would have pulled conventional and probably would have only been able to pull like maybe 320, maybe.
Mhm.
So, but I
Was
got
it
that
in
money.
your, yeah, yeah, you got all the money now, more than you even expected. Was it in your head that like you had thought maybe I'll fail something big conventional because you had missed like the week out? Is that also a part of it, like
Yeah, yeah,
mentally?
yeah. I definitely was just worried that like I failed the 320 and I was like, dang, can I pull 320 like the next time? Because it wasn't even a strength thing. It was just like I hadn't pulled anything north of 315. Um, fuck. I didn't pull anything north of 305 conventional. So
Mm.
I was kind of like thrown off my background because I pull beltless too conventional. I don't put a belt on. So
Oh,
like
Trevor
I
likes
just like
that.
yeah, so I got into that position to where it's to that point where you literally can't come up anymore. And in my head I was like, damn, what if that happens again? And I was like, that was my worry, like that would happen again. Because I knew I was strong enough to pull it. It was just that it was so heavy and I wasn't used to the slack pull and all that stuff because I hadn't pulled anything over 305 and 305 to 320 with that weight on the bar is two totally different things, bro. It's like
Mm.
the bar whip is crazy and everything like that. So, like with squat, like you get over 275, I feel like it's like the bar whip you can feel a little bit more.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like I was just worried, bro. It was just too many concerns in my head of things that could go wrong. And I was like, the only thing that could go wrong if I pull sumo right now is if my hips come up first. I was like, that was the only thing. That was because that's my whole thing. Like my hips come up a little bit first, and then again, that's to that position. I can usually grind it back out, but like I knew I could pull 320 like that if I needed to. It would have been
Hmm.
hard, but I was like, I can pull 320 sumo if I needed to. So yeah, that was just the fear of messing up tech wise and then getting caught, and then I was just gonna be in a bad position. That was the only thought in my head.
Yeah. We actually recently did a podcast with Brittany that we haven't posted yet, but we were
Mhm.
talking about like lifter psychology, and you mentioned like getting anxious sometimes about lifting, and then you're like, why would I do that with food? What are some of the things that you deal with? Like, is it going into a comp or is it just thinking about the next session?
To be honest, it's just training. On meet day, I usually don't have any doubt. The only day where I've had doubt was Sheffield last year when I was hurt.
Mhm.
Other than that, though, it's kind of like I just go through the day. Like competition days are a blur to me. Like I black out on the platform, honestly. Um, but it's definitely I have all my anxiety during training, and it's just like thinking like, oh, can I do this? Especially since I haven't really seen anyone else do it in my weight class. So it's kind of like I'm voyaging in a new territory with
Mhm.
everything. So I go about it that way. So it's kind of like leading the charge is kind of scary a little bit in the back in my head. Like bench, like not everyone, but like there's still someone who outbenches me in the 74s. So it's kind of like oh, okay, well, I know what's possible. But and then it was kind of like that on deadlift too. I think the only other person was Ilya and then Shell. But then like if I compare training usually because that's what I did with my deadlift this block because I compared my training to Ilya's the whole time. And I was like, oh well, when I hit 320 for three, he hit 325 for three, and they relatively move kind of the same or a little bit like they're all know how many I have left in the tank. So that's just my whole thing is being like, oh, okay, well, squat is usually what goes because I still squat the heaviest in training right now. So like I go into it and I'm kind of like, oh well, last week I'm like I've only squatted like 320 for a triple, right? So it's kind of like I've done that once, it was pretty easy. At 310, it's kind of like 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 no one's still done it, and it's kind of like, am I feeling good? So it's just a self-doubt at first, but then once I get there and I take my last warm up, I'm kind of like, nah. It's just literally going into it. So like I dread it
Yeah.
like weeks 1 and 2, like we said, terrible weeks. And I'm like, do I have what I'm capable of to hit what I need at the end of the block? Because like I said, Joe gives me ranges throughout the whole block. He'll program my whole block out so I can see what the last week is gonna be. Or if I don't go look at it, like I can still calculate. It's like, oh, we take this amount of jumps, and then last week we take 15. Luke always does. He calls me out on that on my in my comments sometimes. He'll be like, oh, well, 15 kilos next week. Whenever I put how many weeks I'm on, that's why I don't put my weeks anymore. I'm like, this man knows the keys, bro. He knows what jump I'm gonna make next. But no, yeah, it's just do I have what I need to do this, especially because it's a PR as well. But then I always get to the end and I'm always able to do it too. There's only been like a few times where I haven't gotten something. Squat has been forever since first year game day was around was the last time I felt a squat in training. And then deadlift. I was always felt like my deadlift triples. So like that was kind of but I don't think the last time I felt something was the prep for advances. That was the last time I felt something for deadlift. And bench, I haven't failed anything since Sheffield around this time last year.
And
So like historically, like there's like a 90 to 95% chance I'm going to get it if you take all of my training into account. So realistically, I don't know why I have it, but it's just that fear in my head, to be honest. And then my wife always like, not really, but she smacks me on the back of the head and she's like, you got this. Like she's like, you got this. It's gonna be easy. Every time like I'm about to go and PR into the gym, one of my favorite things, she's listening right now, so she's gonna hear this. One of my favorite things is she like stops me before we get out of the car and she's like, you got this. We got this. And I'm like, all right. Then at that point, I'm just like, all right. And warm ups start to fly. And then I get to the top set, and then it ends up being easier than what I thought it was going to be.
yeah, once she says that, it's go time.
Yeah.
Have
It's
you
like the
seen
edit
like,
everyone's been doing. Yeah.
bro, that's crazy. We're both gonna talk about the Lincoln Park one, right? Is that the one that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the like
That could
different
be the
things.
edit.
Yeah. Like the shark jumping out of the water, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. 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 That's what it feels like, bro. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, man, I bet. And so that's kind of what you tell yourself too. Besides your wife, you remind yourself like every time you've doubted yourself, you prove yourself wrong and you just look at those facts, right? So you do.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to bring yourself back to reality. I just get lost in my head a lot of times about things, and I'll just overthink things. And I'm like that in life too. It's not just powerlifting. I'll overthink. I've been better at it, but I usually go towards a worst case scenario in my head, and then it's never worst case scenario. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's just literally just talking to yourself and making sure like like hey, like I've done this before. This is what happens. Everything's been going good. Last week didn't feel too heavy. So like we should be able to do this. My coach, Joe wouldn't give me anything I couldn't do. So it's kind of like just having faith in yourself and your coach, if you have a coach at that time, and being like, okay, well, if they believe I can do it, there's nothing that's telling me that I can't do it. In the past, I've always done it. So let's just do it. Do it, do it, do it.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I guess you are human in a way though. See?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where my humanness kicks in, to be honest. But yeah, bro, it's crazy. I'm not gonna say anything, but don't say anything too. I'm gonna send you something, Luke. You can keep going. I'm gonna send you something.
Okay. On where you send it? Instagram?
Instagram. Um, but yeah, dude, I think this is the best I felt going into any competition. Like even like my 851 training, like I felt unstoppable going into that. And now I feel that same thing, bro. I feel that same energy, bro. It's crazy. It's insane. And I
Oh
think that
man. I just watched it. Ooh,
uh
damn.
bro, all I'm gonna say is, bro, I think 900 is there. I think it's there. I have no doubts. I talked to Ryan about this actually. I did the same thing with my 800. A lot of people don't remember that, but before I had only hit 757 and a half at nationals. And then a year later, I came back and I was saying like I'm gonna hit 800. Everyone was like racing the 800 when it was me, Taylor, Pug, and Michael C. And I was like, bro, I got this. And it's literally the exact same thing, almost down to like the amount of kilos. And it's been like a year that I've been talking about this 900 thing. Like I definitely think it's there. And now it's kind of like I feel it too. Like I'll have visions, bro. Like I'll be like, oh, like this is how this is gonna feel. And I'm like ready. I'm like prepared, bro. I'm ready to freaking die at this competition, bro. People don't understand, bro. I'm ready to put everything on the freaking line, bro. Like I'm not just saying it just to like, I don't say things that I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. Like I believe in self-awareness a lot and being honest with yourself, but bro, the way training's been going, I think it's about to be crazy, bro. I think it's gonna be crazy. I know Luke thinks it's gonna be crazy now too after I just sent him what he's like,
This
but
is yeah, this is what I was envisioning, to be honest, what you'd sent me, but like I'm a believer, right? So it's like it
yeah,
is pretty crazy what he just sent me. But yeah, like he was talking before, Trevor, like the world record squat is his. The bench, what is the world record bench? You said it's
it's 215.5.
Is it
yeah, okay,
still
so
Berglund or whatever from before the big
Eddie
troll?
Berglund.
No, no, it's
Is it
Chunchi a
Fannin?
fan.
Oh, Fannin. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the pull actually is like 342 and a half. Yeah. So all of those are like, especially the squat, we know is definitely doable. He hit the 220 in gym. He hit 215, 216 in gym.
I hit 216 twice last block.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, one of them was kind of okay. The other one was definitely paused, but I still hit it twice. The other one was paused. It just wasn't as paused as I would want it. I think on a good day, like at like maybe Sheffield, maybe Worlds, if like everything's good, maybe I'll get the same press command. But the other one was definitely like a good enough pause. And I'm not super heavy either. And then I've pulled 337 and a half in comp before, and I've pulled 340 in training twice.
Mhm.
So
And you
342
did
and a half is, I
the
think is,
320 triple on deadlift as well, right?
yeah, the 320 triple on deadlift. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky. Yeah, it's looking crazy. So one thing I actually am wondering as we talk about this is you have a few people competing against you, obviously, and I'm sure you
Mhm.
have some people you're keeping your eye on. Are you worried about them at all? Or are you like, and who are you looking at?
Okay, I wouldn't use the word worried just because I'm like, like I can only do what's like what I can do. So I can't, I'm really not worried per se, but I do think the closest people are definitely McNaughton. After bro, I think it's kind of crazy, but Russ's squad is even stronger, which is wild. So I think maybe Russ. So three people, if I have to give three people, I would say Anthony, Russ, fuck, I guess I gotta get four. Joey B and Jurns. Because I see Jurns training behind the scenes, and bro is definitely one person that I'm not like leaving off of the list. And it's crazy that other people are too, but yeah, bro, it's those three people or four people I'm definitely watching out for because I think definitely Joey and Jurens have at least like I'm gonna just say both of them. I think they both can put like 25 on the world record total, 25 to 30. I think Anthony can put on 25 to 30 because I'm pretty sure he's shooting for like 1,000 kilos.
Mhm.
I think that's the goal. But I honestly, in my head, I'm thinking he's probably thinking 10-10 because Bob just hit that. So that's why I'm adding so much
Mhm.
to him. And so the his world record is I think is 975. So like I said, 25. So like yeah, 35 kilos. I'm thinking he can probably add to it, which is still crazy. Um yeah, and then Russ, I just don't know what he can do because he cut a little bit and well, he was smaller whenever he hit his 920. So maybe like those extra few kilos gives him a little bit more on his bench and stuff like that. So maybe he puts a, I think we are talking about as well. Maybe he'll put on like, he'll make it like 945 to 950, I think is like a crazy day for him, which is like 25-30 as well. Look, I don't even
He
know.
could also fly to the wrong country though.
He could go to, where is it, Alabama? Is that where it was? The Louisiana
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't remember where the hell he went.
Yeah. Freaking Sheffield, Alabama. Crazy. Um, but yeah, I think those guys are probably up there. I mean, if I feel like if you put Russ though, like I feel like if you put one person in one weight class, you have to put everyone else in the weight class too. So like I'm like Gustav and Emil as well. Like I'm not just counting those guys out because if they listen to this, I don't want them to think that I'm counting them out. But he just has the record right now, so that's why I'm putting him there. That's why I
Yeah.
put him there. I think Jurns, like I said, I see Jurns training, so I know what he's capable of. So I put him up there with Joe as well. But like, yeah, all those 93s, I think that's it. But also, I don't want to sleep on Ivan too, because he's been putting up some crazy stuff as well. I just
His
don't know
gym
what he
training,
weighs.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know what he weighs. He says he weighs like kind of close, like not as heavy as he usually is. But I do want to see him break the world record though. That if I had to pick
Yeah.
someone to be like, who do you want to go over the world record? It's definitely Ivan. That's my
Yeah.
that's my dark horse, bro. That's my dark horse.
Yeah, he looks crazy in the gym. I've seen a few of his lifts, and like they're even they put up this big total, and it was like it wasn't even that hard too.
Bro,
He's like
he's
moving things
I think
easy.
he said they were fatigued singles too, bro. He said something crazy like that. He was like, these are like RP8 and fatigue singles. And I was like, bro, what did you do before this? Because that when he posted that, I was like, I think people like were sending it to me too. Like that's how crazy. Like no one sent me anyone else's training this whole prep but Ivan. They've been like,
Wow.
bro, did you see this? And I was like, I remember I was at the gym on the bench and I was like, bro, what is going on right now? So yeah, I think Ivan's like a dark horse. I think he might like, pop out of nowhere, bro, and just somewhere on the podium, first to third, bro, Ivan.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if another like smallest weight class just won, like with
Mhm.
Shell last year.
Yeah, that would be crazy, crazy. Second year in a row, bro. Second year it happens to me.
Oh man, that would be crazy actually. But
Yeah.
I agree. I think your training is looking crazy, and all those guys also. It's tough. We're gonna do a Sheffield preview, so we'll talk about it. But I know it's also the percentages of that total. So even if say you put, well, I mean, you're talking crazy. You're talking like how many kilos of a PR would it be if you hit nine? It's like 45, 40 something.
Yeah,
Well, the
it'll be
world
like
record is
45.
less, right?
Yeah, the world record is 848.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's like 50, 53 keys.
Yeah. No, 843. 843 is the record.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh damn. And then with the percentage too, I don't think if you do that,
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
massive.
yeah, it's kind of over. They'd have to put like I don't know what the conversion would be, but it'd be way over like 30 for everyone else, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, Anthony would have to put on like 80.
Damn.
Yeah, so
So
it's like, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say hypothetically, let's say everyone's having a good comp, even though your pull's looking really alive, you probably won't be pulling after Anthony or a lot of the people, right? Besides maybe Ivan. So what would your game plan be, or do you just want to trust like your coaching staff to that? Like, are you gonna go for 900 no matter what? Or are you just gonna look at their attempts and decide what you want to do? What's the plan?
Yeah, it just depends on how close it is, to be honest. I'm definitely gonna shoot for I mean, it's 343 on deadlift, no matter what.
Yeah.
So the third has to be over that. So,
Mhm.
if everything goes well on bench and deadlift, which the numbers that I want to hit, then yeah, like 840, it has to be between 843 and 850, bro. Like I have to put on whatever that is. So I mean, like if 843 gives me the win and it's less than 900, then maybe actually me and my wife talked about this in the car on the way there. But me, I said if it's up to me, I was like, just freaking load whatever we need for 900. That's what I told her. I was like, just load it. I was like, I don't care. I was like, at the
I
end
don't
of the
even
day.
care.
But I was like, if the second attempt moves like an opener, I was like, just load whatever we need for 900. I don't care. Um, but realistically, probably like I think even if I hit 895, bro, I think the world will still be like, that's crazy. So I mean, and I doubt they'll knock me for barely like not hitting 900, but still getting the win.
Oh no.
Especially if the third ends up being easy as well.
Mhm.
And I'll just total 900 plus at Worlds then.
Yeah, bro. And if anyone knocked you, man, it's like, what are they really knocking? You just
Yeah.
secured the biggest bag. You secured every record. So it doesn't even matter. It's really just up to you.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a win-win situation for me. So I mean, I don't know. So I'm just like I said, I'm loading whatever I need for each record. Over on either squat or deadlift, definitely not bench. We're definitely gonna try 216 on bench. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, man, it's just whatever I need on the day, bro. Whatever I need to win, and then don't let me be like like it's It's set on the third, on second pulls. If I have it in the bag, then definitely I'm shooting for 900.
Yeah.
But if it's close, then like we'll have to play it by ear, of course. But I still think 900 probably would. Probably still just need. I'm hoping that I'm in a position where I need 900 to win, or it's just easy enough I can just go for it. I hope that 900 is what I need, no matter. It's either what I need or what I want.
Yeah.
Let's put it
Yeah,
that
so
way.
that you can just go do it and then there's no what ifs, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is no like, oh well, to play it safe, let's go 895. Like, no, it's like, okay, well, we need this, whatever this pool is to make it 900 for us to win. That would be that would be a very good ideal situation. I don't know how I would feel in the moment though with all that pressure, but I'm pretty sure I told my wife though, I was like, whatever I need to do to win or get 900, just put it on there. Like she knows I don't like being talked to. That's Joe's whole thing. Joe like ask me, and I don't like being asked. I was like,
Mm.
bro, just put on whatever I need. But she knows that, so she'll probably just be like, all right, here's the attempt, and then she'll be like, you just gotta pull this, and I'm like, all right, we
Okay.
gotta pull it. All right, if you say so. But no, yeah, bro, I'm excited, dude. This is gonna be crazy. I don't know, man. It's good. I'm on a wave now. Like I said, there's no room for injury now because I mean, we've hit everything we needed to hit. There's nothing that'll mess anything else up. So I mean, yeah, bro, I think whatever I need, it's going to be there. You can show Trev that video after, if you want to.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely will. It'll probably inform the our choice for the our picks for Sheffield, but we won't talk about the number.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you probably won't even post that then, right? That's like your
maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
yeah, sit on it for a bit.
Yeah, we'll sit on it and I'll think about it and you know, it's not like a it's not a crazy number. It's just, it's just a deadlift, bro. It's a deadlift. It's
You say some crazy, like some ridiculous things that aren't crazy. You're like, oh, it's only 320 on squat. It's like, oh, bro. Hate to break it
320
to you,
isn't
that's a
enough.
lot.
It isn't enough. God, there's 83 squatting more. There's
Yeah,
93
that
squatting more.
that world record that Russ hit, I thought it would be like almost untouchable for a bit. I mean, like if you went up maybe, but looks like Dylan Johnson like put up that 332.
Yeah, bro. He's like 18 too, right? Crazy.
That was unreal. Yeah, I was actually talking to my barber because I like had to push my haircut because I was like, oh, I need to be here for this podcast. And he was talking to me about powerlifting, and I was telling him we're about to have Austin Perkins on. He's like, he doesn't actually know powerlifting, but I was explaining how crazy it's getting with like the kids, how strong people are getting. We were talking about earlier, it's like you have access to all the training, and then you also see what's possible from such a young
Mhm.
age. And it's just, yeah, it's getting crazy out there.
Did did Dylan, so he didn't, yeah, he didn't weigh in at 83 though.
No, he was 85, so it's and he was still off a bit from the record, but I mean, I think his best squat was 303 this or 308 this year. And then he obviously was 2 kilos up, but he hit 332 and a half, which was
What the fuck?
yeah, and it was like this year at or junior or sub junior worlds, so it
Yeah, it
must
was
have
that
been
72 world, yeah.
yeah, like what was that like a few months ago? And then he did 332 and he was 85, which is not he wasn't 88, like 85 is like not far.
Yeah, he was only 82.4 whenever he hit that 308 too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was like he's clearly up a weight class hitting that number, and even that would be crazy, but I think he's within reason of it. So that was ridiculous.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Would you go up? You want to go take that record?
If I went up, I definitely would take that record. But no, I mean that's good for him though. I mean, I'll give him his flowers. I just gotta see like I always have this thing. I don't know if this is a hot take either, but I have this thing where I don't think we can super count competitions where they have no head-to-head battle. I
Mhm.
just feel like it's easier to hit a number when it's just you there because you don't have anything else to worry about. You don't have to like pull back on something. Because there's one person that I can think of that are like, oh, well, nothing would change if I was going against anyone. I'm like, it definitely would change a little bit, especially on your pool. If you need what you need to win, you're definitely taking what you need to win. You're not just putting on what you thought your top end was, unless you need your top end to win. But
Mhm.
if you don't, you're securing that win at any big competition, you know? If the competition is close, if you have competition. But if you go into a competition and you have no competition, it's like different. Like whenever I was going against Joe, I guess you could say that was competition at advances. But like I said, I wasn't going in thinking I was gonna have to try or anything. Or like me going against Shell at Worlds, that was like competition because I had to go over the world record to make sure I
Mhm.
solidified. Like I had to hit that number, or he would have outpulled me. Like that's just
Yeah.
how things work out. So that's just my big thing on like big totals or when someone hits something. It's just different because everything will change. Like you might have to take 2.5 kilos left on squat, 5.5 kilos left on squat, just to make sure you obtain that. Like or you got to take a little bit, you got to up the bench or something. Like, bro, it's just different. That's my hot take though.
No, I agree. I think it's a valid take. I mean, we've seen it like year after year with the 93s, right? Like, think about how many times everyone's like, oh, 900, like a year ago or whatever. It's like 900 is the floor, 900 is the floor. But then everyone's competing head to head, and like the best total is like 895, right? In theory, they could have done 900, almost all of them, you know?
Mhm.
And it's just you can't because if you miss, and then now you've lost for sure. So,
Exactly. Exactly. That's just my whole thought process on that. I mean, like I don't take anything away from anyone because they definitely hit the numbers, but it's like a on a day thing, bro. It's different when you have competition. It's definitely easier. I 100% think it's easier whenever you go in. You just have to worry about the numbers you need to hit. That might still give you some anxiety that you're like, oh, I have to hit this number. But like you still have to like we talk about my deadlift. If they're close, realistically, why would I load for 900 when I need to secure the win?
mhm,
Like there's just it's a real it's different levels to powerlifting, bro. It's different levels to it.
yeah. Or like when you did your first 800, I think I recall this correctly. Your 300 kilo squat, your 800 total 300 kilo squat was like RPE 11, wasn't it? Like, weren't you
Yes.
like sideways and shit? It's like you wouldn't
Yeah, bro.
load that. You wouldn't load that if you were there with Taylor or someone.
No. Right. And I didn't. Next time I went against him, I didn't load that because I like, first of all, I couldn't. But second of all, it's just like realistically, if I would have tried to take him out, it just would have been bad, bro. Like you have to realize you have to take what's on the day against people. But you can't coach everybody. People will realize that whenever it comes down to it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So before we wrap this up, I'd love to hear about your favorite memory in powerlifting. Because we talked about you spectating and your favorite memories. What about
Ooh.
as a competitor? Because you've traveled around the world doing this, right?
My favorite. Does it have to be, is it on the platform or is it just like any part of an event or like what memory do you want?
Maybe let's do on the platform, and then we could do if there's something that overrides that.
Okay. On the platform, my favorite moment had to be whenever I benched 208 at advances right now. Because I finally broke past 200.
Mhm.
That's literally like I guess it wasn't even the 208. It was my second attempt. It was my second attempt on it. It was 203. Yeah. When I hit 203, bro, I literally cried and I hugged my wife because I was like, oh my God, it's been so long, bro. I was like, it's been so long since I benched over 200. If I would have missed the 208, I still would have been happy that day, bro, because I hit over 200. Like I've been talking about that because I wanted to hit it at Worlds. I wanted to hit
I think it was
205.
205.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
to hit 205 as a second, but everything, or 202 and a half. I wanted to hit 202 and a half on the second. But Joe was like, I think we should just only jump 7.5 kilos. And then the 200 moved like crap to me. I definitely had 205 on the day, but I was just like, I don't want to go out for it. He even tried to convince me to go out for it, and I was like, nah. I was like, I'm not doing that. Um, but yeah, definitely that 203, because that moment was like, oh man, it was like a breath of fresh air, bro. It was like a weight finally lifted off. I was like, oh, I can actually bench now. And then that's what made my training like keep skyrocketing and give me that confidence to take 220 on bench. Because Joe also told me at the beginning of the year, he was like, we want to bench like at least, I think it was like 215 at Sheffield because we thought the record was going to be higher than that. Because like Worlds was gonna be there and we thought Fan was gonna go like 220 and then like he had Asians too, but he ended up not doing Asians. Thank you, Fan. So the record stayed the same. Um, so like he was like, you have to, I want you to bench 215 at the end of each block, bro. And if you do that, we'll take it at Sheffield. And so ever since then, since we've had like singles, I've hit 215 twice, hit the 220. I'm gonna try it again next block leading into Sheffield. I'm just gonna go about it that way. But yeah, that's a crazy moment. That moment was amazing. And then I guess I'll use the other moment was after was it my deadlift or was it my squat? It might have been I did it on both. But whenever I hugged my wife, whenever I hit 851, uh, I'm pretty sure that was after both. I think that was one of my favorite moments on the platform as well. Um, just celebrating with her. But the other one I would say is just how Sheffield is ran, bro. That, like, as an athlete, being like, again, I wouldn't say waited on, but like, they give you an itinerary, bro. They give you times like when you're gonna get picked up. They shuttle you like an actual, like, good shuttle from the airport to the hotel. Like, you have good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner there. Like, they give you rides to and from the SBD headquarters and stuff like that, let you tour that. I think that's like the best event to go to as an athlete, and I will never forget that out of it. No matter how much better or bigger it gets, I think that's definitely just crazy.
Yeah, VIP experience.
Literally, literally.
And then the meet and greet too, you probably like feel like a celebrity.
Okay, last year after the meet and greet, I guess at the beginning, I was kind of like upset because like I was hurting in my body and then I didn't do as good as I thought I was gonna do. Like I thought at least I was gonna podium and I think I got like fifth too, bro. Like it was just like I was super sad and stuff like that. But like, I think after I got over that and I started talking to people and people started talking to me and still telling me I did a good job. And because I honestly felt like I failed myself, my family, and everyone that supported me. And everyone was still like, oh my God, bro, you did so good. That brought me back up instead of feeling like terrible about myself. So I guess it was good. But at first, I just was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, it's tough when you have such big expectations and for a meet of that magnitude, right? Like everyone's there, like whatever, thousands of people, and then the stream.
Mhm.
So you probably just feel all that pressure. But it's cool. Like you literally have swarms of people coming up to you, like, Perk, man, I've been watching you for 8 years. Like you're the man. And it's like, how can you be sad anymore?
Yeah, like you literally can't be sad. Like it's like you take your mom, like you don't go directly out there either. Like you get done, they let you like change and stuff and like get your stuff together to get ready to go. And then like you get like 15, 20 minutes before everyone starts being out there. So it's still good. It gives you time to have your feelings for a little bit before you have to go out there. So yeah, definitely great, bro. Those are my memorable moments right now. Hopefully we get another one in January.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think you will, man. You're looking good.
Hmm.
And next time, maybe November, we'll be in that line with our perk t-shirts. Please,
No.
please sign.
I'm gonna be like, no, I won't sign it. I'm literally not gonna sign both of you guys on purpose.
Yeah, who the fuck are these guys? Get them out
I'm
of
like,
False
bro,
here.
just
security door.
get back of the line.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and I'm sure the guests enjoyed this. It felt like a really good podcast.
Yeah,
Mm.
no. Yeah, it's great. I'm glad. Thanks for hitting me up. This man, he hit me up and he was like, hey, I don't know if you know if I like that I had a podcast. And I was like, bro, I listened to your podcast. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's always a shock because it's like even when you go to a gym, I guess, like, and people come up to you and they're like, "Oh, I love the podcast," and I'm like, "Whoa, people actually listen," Like it's like a real person. And then especially like you and Shell told us the same thing, and the Shell one really threw us off guard because it's like he's across like the oceans, and he's like, "Yeah, it's cool. I
Yeah, because
appreciate it."
they're on a lot of powerlifting podcasts, bro. So it's like if I can find one, I'm gonna listen to it, especially if it's something like it's like a recap or like a. And I guess I don't listen to the picks. actually. I don't ever listen to those before I compete, but I go back and I'll listen to them. Or like if it's like when you guys were talking about, I think like Joey B and like if Taylor would out total him like in 2026 and stuff like that. Like I listen to that one and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I listen to it as many as possible. I think you guys did I think it was preview for advances. You guys didn't do the recap, but a preview for I listened to that one,
Mhm. Mhm.
post advances as well. So yeah, bro, like keep putting them out, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Give me stuff to listen to because I don't know. I listen to music most of the time, but I play the same playlist over and over and over again. And every time I'll check and see what someone posted anything, and then I'll go from there and I'll listen to them if I can.
No, we appreciate it, man. It's very cool. Actually, before you go, I meant to ask you this. I don't know if you've talked about it, but I know for a while you really wanted that Perk or no, that Taylor Atwood like head to head. Is that the one that you feel like got away?
Oh, 100%. That's the one that got away. As I wish it's still not the same though, because I wish we were both 74. If I went up, I wouldn't think it was the same just because it's just different. Um, and we're at different parts of our career as well. I'm not saying he's at the end of his. I'm just saying like we're both will be fighting for a top spot instead of like how I was just below him and trying to catch him the whole time, you know? Like it would just be I would still see him as I would just see him as an equal now rather than something I'm trying to chase. And I guess it would be like that for Joe now. Like it would be like, all right, well, like I'm the underdog. I need to go and chase Joe. So that's the part that's like different between me and Taylor now. But like, yes, it would be good to compete against him, but it wouldn't be the same. I wish it was the same, but it wouldn't be the same. Even if he moved down, it still wouldn't be the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wish that had happened. It's like that and then Jesus versus Ray, like in their prime like time frame. Like that was sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the two big ones, I think.
Yeah, but maybe it'll happen again. Maybe Taylor will overtake Joe, and then I gotta go and chase him again. It's like there we go.
Oh,
There we
that would
go.
be cool.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's
I
like
don't
the
hate on
perfect
Joe or anything,
storyline.
but it would be nice to see that happen, just to rehab that story again.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Go crush them at Sheffield, bro. All
We
right.
must.
Peace.
See
Peace.
ya.